Good morning. Hi, we are Team Mahinay, and we are here to respectfully request your time to listen and we present and discuss part 1 of our informed consent form. First and foremost, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Cadet Paul Justine Mahinay.
I am Cadet Jan Timothy de Guzman.
I am Cadet George Montemayor.
I am Cadet Rod Martin Kilia.
So we are the students from University of Cebu Maritime Education and Training Center at Cebu City, taking up Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation. So we are currently conducting a study entitled Anxiety Level of Seafarers on Board Amidst Pandemic.
In line with this, you've been requested to participate in a research project. Before you decide to take part in the study, it is important that you understand why it's being conducted and what you'll be doing. Please take your time to read the following material. If you have any question or want further information, please contact the researcher.
Before we move on, I will discuss to you the purpose of this study. The purpose of the study is to determine the level of anxiety of seafarers on board and the prevalent causes of anxiety as perceived amidst the threat of COVID-19.
Next to be discussed is the type of research intervention.
This research will involve data mining and a survey questionnaire based on a standardized questionnaire from this study.
Next is the participant selection.
We are inviting all the seafarers that has any experience on board within the vicinity of Cebu City to be the respondent of this study.
This is about the voluntary participation.
It is entirely up to you whether or not you participate in the study. It has no bearing on you as a professional whether you choose to participate or not. Even if you have consented, you can change your mind and quit participation at any time, and this will not be held against you afterwards.
The next will be the procedures and the protocol.
So, during your free time, you will be requested to complete a questionnaire that will be delivered via Google Form as part of this inquiry. It will be collected as soon as you have completed the questionnaire. The information recorded is private and only our study advisor, Mr. Regine Gabriel Villa, will have access to his or her questionnaire. So, after 6 months, the questionnaires will be deleted.
Next, we go to the duration.
Within 6 months, the study will be completed. During the period, the researchers will ask you to complete the questionnaire at your free time and submit within 1 day. If you respond to the questionnaire right away, it will take you around 10 minutes to complete. As a response, you will only be asked to participate once.
Next is the risks.
We will ask you to give your personal information, which you may find difficult to respond to. Some questions may have an impact on how you express those principles, and you may feel uneasy discussing other issues. You should be aware that you will be the one to determine whether or not to answer all the questions or to escape some. You are not required to provide justification for not answering any questions or declining to participate in the survey.
Next is the benefits.
This will be beneficial for seafarers so that they will know about how stressful life at sea is, primarily in terms of mental health that includes their anxiety level on board and ashore the ship, and they will have the time to prepare for sailing at sea, as this study will guide them shortly or on their next contract on board. This study is not only beneficial for the seafarers but also for the psychologists, readers, teachers, and future researchers for future references.
Next is the reimbursements.
You will not provided with any payment for participating in the research.
We now go to confidentiality.
Your answers to the survey will be kept private. Please do not include any personal data in the survey, or your remarks will not be anonymous for the purpose of this research project. The researcher will do their best to keep your information private.
We will not share any information about you. We will keep the information we acquire through this study private. The information about you and your answers that will be collected as part of this study will be stored, and only the researcher will have access to it instead of your name. Every data about you will have a number. Only the researcher will have access to your phone number or contact information, which we will keep under lock and key, except for our study advisor, Mr. Rogen Gabriel Villa. It will not be shared or supplied to anybody.
Next is the sharing the results.
We'll share what we've learned from the respondents and the community at the end of the research. We'll do it by first meeting with the participants and then with the rest of the community. Nothing you answer in the survey will be shared with anybody who isn't involved in the study. The participants will also receive a written report that they may share with their family. We'll also publish the findings so that anyone who are interested may benefit from it.
The next is the right to refuse or withdraw.
You have the option of not participating in this study and are not obligated to do so if you don't want to. Your decision to participate or not participate has no bearing on your status as a professional seafarer. You will still benefit from the recommendations that we will propose based on the results of the study. You may stop participating in the survey at any time that you wish without either you losing your rights there.
If you have any queries, you can raise them now or later, even if the study has started. If you wish to ask questions later, you may contact any of the following.
This thesis proposal has been reviewed and approved by my thesis panel of University of Cebu Maritime Education Programs Research Center, which is a committee whose task is to make sure that researchers have properly conducted the study. If you have any questions for our panel, please contact the University of Cebu Maritime Education Programs Research Center.
So that's it. We hope we inform you all that address all of your questions before you decide whether or not to participate in our research project. Overall, thank you for your time and consideration. Again, good day to you all.